So I got away a little bit later than I thought I would tonight. The sun's pretty much already gone down. I'm walking through the pines here. Really nice area. You can see the lake through there. That's where I'll be getting the fresh water from for the night. I'm going to set up over here, which is sort of facing northeast, which will mean I'll get nice sunrise on the camp in the morning. Yeah, it's not supposed to be cold tonight, but it's always nice to wake up with the sun on you. So yeah, I'll be doing that. Anyway, I've got to focus on getting this camp ready, get a bit of firewood before it gets too dark. Yeah, I'll touch back when it's nearly dinner time, I suppose. Yeah. Getting a bit closer to the water. As you can see, with all these pine plantations and the big lake, it doesn't really look like we're in Australia or in a typical Australian landscape. It's got a very northern hemisphere vibe to it, but it's pretty nonetheless, and we're out here in the outdoors. Even bought the dog for his first trip. See how he goes. Hopefully he doesn't make a mistake, or he's going in the water straight away. So I've gone and bought this Cedar Summit 6 litre bladder, just so when I'm out, what I can do is actually fill this up with raw water, like straight from the water source, and it allows me to travel that back into the bush where there's a little bit more cover for me, instead of having to come down and fill up 600 mils at a time out of the Grail filter. So yeah, this opens up a little bit more, a few more options for stealth for me. Yeah, because I can have this on camp, on tap, ready to go. It's also got a little shower fitting at the bottom, so I can wash my hands, or if I'm desperate, have a shower. But I don't think I'll ever be desperate enough to have a shower in the bush. Right, the sun's gone down. I've got camps. It's the hammock. Just a simple diamond type arrangement, so I can flop that peak down to the ground before I go to bed. That'll stop a little bit of wind going through it. The trusty fire hand lantern. Pine trees are pretty cool when you're camping because there's all these small branches hanging off it, so nothing I've got tonight needs to sit on the ground. Got Randall there on his first camping trip, and the fire, which I've got to cook a steak on later. Yeah, don't know how many videos I'll do tonight, but get a couple in the morning of the camp, just as like in daylight. All right, adios. So it's about 9:45. I've made food, had a lovely steak, and some cooked up some dehydrated food as well. Yeah, temperature's quite nice. It's probably 8-9 degrees. Not much wind. Got the dog here. He's pretty happy. He was in front of the fire for all the evening until he hopped in here with me. So he's a happy little dog. I'm a happy chappy too. Get up in the morning, let you know how the rest of the night goes. So I've packed up everything and cleaned up the site. You'll see there's no trace of me being here. Very hard to tell where the fire pit was. It's pretty important because you don't really want anyone knowing that you camped here in the first place. Some less disciplined people might come in and go, oh yeah, sweet, it's right to camp here, and just leave a huge mess, leave the campfire like evident, and then in turn the next lot of people will see that and they'll come down and go, oh yeah, we can just camp here and do what we want. So key is make sure you don't leave any trace of where you were. Yeah, keep it under your hat, keep it a secret. I'm only going to be giving away small hints as to where I actually stayed. If you know the area, you might be able to guess, but yeah, if you're from out of town, you'll probably have a hard time figuring it out, which is good, because that means you've got to go off and think of, scout out locations where you can actually go for a stealth camp, which is good. That's part of the adventure. Like tonight I drove in, I've walked here before, but I parked in the main car park. It's probably a 3 or a 4k walk from the main car park, but the problem is with the main car park is that I've got to leave my car there overnight, and you're not supposed to have overnight stays down in that part. So I hopped on one of the maps apps and found some backtracks in here through a bit of state forest. Yeah, got me very close to a campsite. I think it was only a 400 metre walk to get here from the car. So yeah, thinking outside the box like that can help you with your pack out and your pack in, and how much effort you have to take to go stealth camping. Anyway, yeah, all bags all, about to sling it on my back and get the F out of here. Go home, have some breakfast. Anyway guys, thanks for being with me. Yeah, Covert Camping Australia, first video, here we go.